Lately, it seems like I've been talking a lot about CEO succession planning with my contacts. I think it's coming up more and more because as we get out of the pandemic era, some of those decisions that were postponed are coming around again, and it's time to face them. Succession planning is kind of like trust and estate planning. It's very strategic and also at the same time personal and emotional. So it makes sense to have a real plan, a thoughtful plan to face the situation. So if you are a board member or a CEO, here are some things to think about. Number one, try to think 1 or 2 years out. There's so much more we can do to make the organization ready if we have that kind of time. Number two, take some time to update the job description of the CEO, looking out into the future 2 or 3 or 5 years. We can determine what's going to be most important for the role down the road, and then identify people and develop them for those future challenges. Third, cultivate internal successors. Why is that so important? Because we know from the research that about 40% of executives hired from the outside actually aren't able to deliver the results they were hired to produce. There are just too many challenges, including culture fit, for those executives. Fourth, use a systematic approach to assessing the internal successors against that future CEO profile, so you can identify where they most need to develop. That's where I can come in and be most helpful to you. And 5, use stretch assignments to develop your internal successors so they can be as ready as possible. We know from 40 years of research that what most develop senior executives are challenging work assignments. If you can give them assignments that are going to challenge them in just the areas they need to grow, you're going to result in the most developed set of successors. By following these steps, you have a high probability of making a successful transition to your next CEO.